Hello everyone, myself Bhumi Patel, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. Today we are going to discuss about the panel bead specification unit number 2, control panel. So what is the panel bead specification? We had studied in the last session the panel bead specification include the drawings, sketches and diagrams, and it is prepared which furnish an overall view of the work to be done. So using the panel bead specification, we know about the what type of work to be done right now. Now it includes the general condition of this instrument, engineering details of the instruments, and panel fabrication of the instrument. We have studied in the last lecture the fabricator is divided into two parts. One part is for the users or the operator, and the other part for the fabricator. Okay, now in the last session we have studied about the scope in the bead specification, beads in the specifications, drawing include in the specification, what type of codes and standard used in the specifications, panel construction, painting, and the graphic section. Every panel bead specification graphic section is not required. If there is a special requirement, that time we can include the graphic section in the panel bead specifications. Now today we are going to discuss about the nameplates and tags, piping, electrical systems, instrument equipment, and delivery. So first topic is nameplates and tags. Now first of all, size of the plate. Which type of plate we can use, which size of plate we can use in the control panel. So if the size of control panel is like this, so we can use the plate like this. So name plate are to be provided for each instrument on both front and rear of the control panel. Okay, now name plate and tags are to be laminated with the plastic cover and 3 by 32 inch thick and with black surface and white interior. Now the character of the nameplate, the size of the character is 1 by 4 or 3 by 16 inch high. Okay, and the plate should be 1 by 8 inch high and 3 into 1 by 2 inch long. So this is the standard measurement of the plates. Okay, now next one is the indicate location where the nameplate is connected. In the center of the instrument we have connect the nameplate of the system. Now mounting method, back of the panel, we have connect the nameplate in the same instrument in the front layer of the instrument and in the back layer of the instrument. So which type of mounting used in the nameplate is also important. Now what type of accessory equipment is required for the nameplates and tags? So need identification. Now what is the identification? We have used the temperature control and we have also used the pressure control. So TC indicate the nameplate or short form of the controller, and TC is the short form of the pressure controller. Now identification means TC 20 means tag number is 20, and here suppose tag number is 30, so it indicates the identification of the tags and the nameplate. Now panel mounted equipment. Which type of equipment used for the panel mounted? Now the instrument air takeoff nameplate will have instrument item number also. Okay, and the next topic is piping. Okay, in panel bead specification we have also described the different types of piping used in the same control panel. So first topic is which type of material used for piping. In last session we have studied that we have used three types of piping material. First one is the plastic, the second one is the copper, and the third one is the aluminum. Okay, the requirement of the panel, that type of material we can use in the piping material. Now air header size we have studied in the last session. In the air header we have connect the regulator, filter, valve. So the size of the regulator, filter, valve is fixed. So in the piping diagram we have also decided the size of the air header used. Now its location. Okay, we have always connect the piping in the back side of the control panel. It is not connected in the front side of the panel. So which location it is connected? It is also described in the panel bead specifications. Now which type of material used we have discussed earlier. An individual takeoff connection. If we connect the 6 valve in the piping or in the air header, so the connection of the 6 valve is individual. We cannot connect the all 6 valve in the same output line. So individual takeoff connection is also required for the piping system. And which type of valve we can use? Okay, generally we can use on-off control valve. We can also use the relief valve in the piping section. So which type of valve used in the piping, it is also included in the bead specifications. Now next one is the electrical system. Now in electrical system, first of all, which type of material used in the electrical system, which type of wiring method used is also defined in the electrical system. Now power distribution. Here in the same control panel we can use the AC supply voltage instrument, DC supply voltage instrument, and we have earlier studied 440 volt operated instrument. So power distribution is also important for the electrical system. And next one is the termination location. Which location we can connect to termination, it is also described in the electrical system. And which type of method used for the termination. Now next one is the instrument equipment. Which type of instrument used in the control panel? Suppose we can control the temperature of this instrument, and for the measurement or the sense the temperature we have different type of instrument. RTD, thermocouple. In thermocouple we have also a subtype, J-type thermocouple, K-type thermocouple. So which type of instrument used in the panel, specified by manufacturer. Next one is the give the information on which type of wiring used in the particular instrument, which type of switches used in the console, which type of fusing system used for the shutdown the system, and the testing requirement. So in the instrument equipment we have give the information regarding wiring, switching, fusing, testing, and the type of the instrument. Now next one is the delivery requirement. So in delivery, approval drawings to be furnished by the fabricator. Okay, now panel completion, inspection period and arrival at the job site. This is the delivery requirement point. Now time required to submit fabrication drawing after receipt of order. This is the first topic. The second topic is time required to complete steel fabricator or other fabrication and painting after receipt of approved fabrication drawing. And third one is the time required to mount pipe and wiring instruments after completion of fabrication and painting. These are covered in the delivery section. Now the shipping requirement. The fabricator shall either have the panel for shipment in such a manner as to protect the panels and instruments from damage, or ship in the dedicated enclosed. Submits cost for each method. The choice of method will be determined 10 days prior to the shipment. So shipping is also important for the delivery section. Now the insurance and the guarantee. Fabricator agreed the equipment furnished under this order will perform in this specification. Okay, fabricator guarantee all material and work shipped for the period of 12 months after the equipment is placed in the service, or 18 months after the shipment. So such type of insurance and guarantee given to the fabricator. So in delivery section this type of topic is covered. Okay, now this is the general flow diagram of the panel bead specification. Here you can see that the first one is the create bead proposal. First of all, we can create the bead specification. In the create bead specification, we can add the bead documents. Which type of documents? Piping, drawing, nameplate, scope, bead, tag number. So such type of document add in the bead document. If we can find the cost, codes and create line items, then we can find or add vendors. Okay, and then we can issue the bid. So this is the first step of the bid proposal. Now whenever the bid is created, we can analyze the bid response. So first step is to send complete bid. Then receive bid, general contractor. Contractor will receive the bid, obtain subcontractor bid response, and manage and analyze the bid line items. Okay, if it is perfect, then send bid response, otherwise do not send the bid response. Now after sending, they have managed and analyzed the bid documents. So this process is included in the analyze bid response. Now this is the final step of the bid specification, award standard contract. Whatever the bid is received or sending in the analyzed bid response, it is received to the award standard contract. It is done to the contractor whatever bid is received. So this is the general flow graph of the bid specification. First we will create the bid specification, then it is analyzed by general contractor or the subcontractor, and then it is confirmed by the other contractor. So this is the panel bid specification. Thank you everyone. If anyone have doubt, then contact me in this email ID bhumi.patel@lginstitutes.edu.in.